Today's spooky spot, we're having a look at the Funko General Mills BLOX Vinyl with an Edge Frankenberry. Apparently, from the side, it's number 6. I suppose in all the Funko blocks that have been released. On the side there's a picture of Frankenberry. I've indicated this already, but I really love this packaging. It's got such a real dated retro look to it. On the back side, I don't think one thing I mentioned, but on the Count Chocula packaging, I think these were bats. On Frankenberry, you can see that they're chains, which I think is a really nice effect. This kind of reminds me of some animation from my childhood. I'm trying to think of the animation. I don't want to say Tom and Jerry, but it's very, I don't know, it's got a really distinct look to it. You can get Frankenberry, also Count Chocula, and Boo Berry from the blocks here. Oh, and there you go. Funko, www.funko.com. I think I'm going to take a terrifying break. I'm going to unleash Frankenberry from his little box here. And when we come back, we're going to get a better look at Frankenberry. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. And once again, we get a really neat block. As I mentioned with the Frankenberry, or with the Count Chocula review, they don't do anything. They have no articulation in the head, nothing in the wrist, nothing in the base. What you're seeing he's doing right now is all he does. Now, aside from the fact that he is pretty much just a flat piece, you can see that there are some areas on the Frankenberry that are raised, and in this case the eyes, the eyebrows. The mouth is actually a piece, a sunken-in piece, kind of give that idea of depth. Now really, again, it's not everyone's cup of tea. You may not very well like these blocks. I really do. I really do. Even if you don't do anything with them, and they just sit on a table somewhere, and you have Halloween, and you have a Halloween party, you know, little candles and other Halloween trinkets out. These are just neat little things to have on a, you know, on a table, on a display somewhere. I would say, if anything, I would probably categorize these as more art pieces than that of, you know, an actual toy. They're very similar along the lines too of like the Dunnies and the other vinyl art. You're buying these, and most collectors are buying these with the intent that they're just going to sit somewhere as a display piece. As a display piece, though, Frankenberry looks very, very cool. You got this nice bright pink, the darker strawberry pink there, and then there's the chains, the cogs. There's a little dial there as well. I think unlike the Count Chocula, though, the Frankenberry seems to be a little cleaner. I don't see really any indications of paint bleed or any paint running or anything like that. He is hollow. In fact, you can probably tell more so from Frankenberry that he is hollow. And he is light as well. But I just really like these. I like these quite a bit. I love the Count Chocula. I think I might like the Frankenberry a little bit more. I've always really had more of a soft spot for Frankenberry anyways. Frankenberry, I'm going to give him a very spooky 7. Right down there. If you had a chance and maybe you find these somewhere, don't overlook them. Don't overlook them at all. I would almost say as well that if Funko ever decides to branch out the blocks and give us smaller versions, I think these would be really cool fridge magnets as well. Obviously not this size because they would be so incredibly large and they would take up so much of your fridge. But a smaller version of these guys with magnets on the back, very, very cool to have indeed. Funko, if you're watching, I don't know, might be a possibility for you. But today's spooky spot, we're having a look at the General Mills Funko Frankenberry. Very cool. Don't overlook these. As basic as they seem, I think they're still a really neat art piece. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Woo!